Hello, I apologize for the very crude presentation you're about to see. The more formal one, where I looked nice and didn't have a corrupted file, was uploaded 2 months ago. That's neither here nor there. So this is the presentation that I have to give you. I can't open the slides because, as you can see, this is what I get. So I'm just going to try and show them briefly and then explain what my paper is about. So essentially, climate change and environmental injustice, how does the media report this? Not surprisingly, there is a very large gap in what the media is reporting as opposed to what they should be reporting with environmental issues. As everyone is aware, we need the earth. The earth brings life. Every bit of our being, our foods being, our capitalistic society, has a basis in nature. So everyone should care about the environment. It is essentially the building blocks of everything. But is the coverage adequate? There is a global effort to bring underreporting to light, and as I highlight in my paper, many countries are putting forth that effort. For example, 3 of the key sources that I'll be using in my paper. This top one looks at the impacts of climate change on outdoor recreation participation up to the year 2060. So this is taking a look at how the climate change is going to affect state parks and things like the hours they offer, the seasons, how they're going to change, how this is going to impact hiking trails and skiing and all the things that people don't really associate with climate change. But this whole industry is going to be completely different as the climate begins to change and the earth shifts and it's underreported, so people don't know this is happening or will be happening. The next key source to be used in my paper talks about trends of media coverage and how essentially in 1970, that's when we really had the environmental movement. We had our first Earth Day. Things really kicked off. We had a surge in journalism covering environmental issues. After about 1973-74, that really began to decline, and it was no longer a trending topic. And that has just continued to decline year after year. The next key source I'll be using in my paper looks at mass media and how the issue is represented in Spain, because this is a global issue, not just an issue in the United States. So this talks about how the media has coveraged these issues from 1999 to 2010, and just how the concern has decreased as coverage has decreased, because if you don't know about a problem, you cannot be concerned about it. From there, I just go into a summary of where, the media began with the Earth Day and the coverage of environmental issues, what propelled that, and then I discuss the way that that is being represented and the impacts of climate change in various places in the world. We touch on Spain, we touch on the United States. We have a source in there talking about military planning, so the United States government, and it just highlights the fact that, there are things at work to bring this to light, but overall, the media coverage is just very dismal. Thank you.